That's almost 10 million, by the way. 9.8 million working moms reported being burnout. This information gives you a glimpse, just a glimpse, for what's happening in our society with women juggling careers and motherhood with little or no support or support systems. I have learned the hard way that our struggles make us stronger. Hang in there, mama. You're not alone. How do you manage it all? Work-life balance? Oh, please. I want to have kids, but will it damage my career? When is the right time? How can I find time for myself? I feel like I'm losing myself, juggling career and motherhood. If these questions resonate with you, you are in the right place. Being a working mother is hard. Yes, life is hard. But should it be this hard to have a career and be a great mom? No, it shouldn't. I get it. I've been there, mama. I'm Yamiek Anthony, your host of the Rockstar Career Moms Podcast, a former recruiter, associate director of career services, and frustrated working mother turned empowerment cultivator coach and advocate for working mothers. My struggles as a working mother ignited a passion within me to support moms like you. After years of surviving in frustration, I finally got to the root of my challenges and learned how to overcome them. Like you, I want to thrive in both my career and motherhood without sacrificing myself in the process. Both my professional experience in recruitment, staffing, and career development, and my personal experience as a working mother taught me how vital real support and effective support systems are. Working mothers need support. You need support, mama. Now, I'm using that expertise in everything I've learned and continue to learn to support you. Join me and my guests each week as we raise awareness, spark change, and build the support systems we need to thrive. Together, we'll create the working mom life we not only want, but need and love for ourselves and our children. Working moms, it's your time to rock. Let's do this, rock stars. Get ready to go from frustrated working mother to rockstar career mom. Hi there, rock stars. I'm Yamiek Anthony, the founder of Rockstar Career Moms, an advocate and empowerment cultivator coach for working mothers, and your host of the Rockstar Career Mom Podcast. Welcome to the very first episode of the podcast. I'm so excited and grateful to start this journey with you. And boy, what a journey it has been, friends. And yet, I feel as though I'm just getting started. Let's do this, rock stars. In 2020, I coined the phrase frustrated working mother to rockstar career mom while updating my biography and reflecting on the journey that led me to create my business. It perfectly captured my transformation from surviving and settling in frustration for years to finally living the working mom life I needed. My hope and goal with this podcast is to help women who, like me, have struggled to uncover the root cause of their frustrations and overcome them, empowering them to move forward as rockstar career moms who consciously create and live the working mom lives they love, thereby redefining what being a working mom means for themselves and redefining success for themselves. Before we dive in, let's review what to expect from this episode. Today, I'll cover who this podcast is for, why this podcast, the theme and structure of the podcast, a bit more about me, your host, and why I'm passionate about this work. You'll get a sneak peek into what to expect from season 1. By the way, this is a coaching style format podcast, so you can take me along with you as your empowerment cultivator coach as you juggle all the roles and hats you wear as a working mother. Last but not least, I will let you know how you can kickstart going from frustrated to rockstar today. All right, let's cover who is this podcast for. This podcast is for high-achieving women, women that want to have successful careers and be great moms. Some may say women who want to have it all. No matter what phase of your working mom journey you're in, you'll find tools here to help you create and live the working mom life you want. Whether you're in your preparation phase, which I call your box checker era, or your new working mom era where you're trying to figure out how to blend and balance it all. Or you're in your frustrated working mom era. This is the phase I call the phase that often follows the new working mom era, where you find your rhythm juggling it all. It's the point where you decide to grow, whether you are pursuing the next career level, or you're expanding your family, or you're buying a bigger home, or advancing your education, or maybe you're in your empowered working mom era. This is the phase where you feel confident and fulfilled living the working mom life you have. Despite the challenges, you've found your balance, your rhythm for managing career and motherhood. Now your focus is on maintaining that harmony and continuing to thrive while juggling it all. Or you're in a transitional phase in between one of these stages where you're trying to gain clarity on the next steps, on your next steps. This podcast is for career women turned career moms who checked their success boxes before becoming mothers, only to find themselves experiencing a range of emotions as they went through the phases of being a working mother. From surprised, disappointed, doubtful, alone, or confused. However, they keep pushing, determined to succeed as a working mother because they must. This podcast is for women who want to have successful careers and be great moms. This podcast is for women who want to successfully juggle career and motherhood without sacrificing themselves. Which working mom era are you currently in? Take a minute to reflect and see what stage you are in your working mom era, or what stage you are in, what phase of your working mom life you're in. Now let's get into more about me, Yamiek, your host. All right, so I am one of those career women turned career mom who became a frustrated working mother after years of pushing, determined to succeed as a working mother. I knew it would be hard being a working mother. And like you, I worked hard to check my quote-unquote success boxes before I became a mom. Yet, despite my preparations and accomplishments, I found myself at a crossroads, not knowing what to do next. Each time I faced a challenge in juggling career and motherhood, I fixed it. My struggles ignited the fire that led me here as a coach and advocate for working mothers. Know that I see you, mama. I see you. Let me share a few examples that may resonate with you of how I fixed my struggles over the years to juggle career and motherhood. First, not in particular order, but first, I hired help and asked for help to make dropping off and picking up my kids easier. I also got help with cleaning and caring for my home. And I tried my best to let some things go, to decrease the load I carried. Example, I let my fitness goals go. I even changed my baby's daycare to be closer to my older daughter's school when she started kindergarten. And I changed my job when I found it no longer served me. Mind you, as a career coach, I took my time and worked hard to be intentional about my job change. However, after a few weeks in my new job, I found myself battling similar challenges to what I faced in my former position, plus more. I felt confused, lost, and stuck, unsure of what to do next. In Jamaica, we would say, is like me jump out a frying pan, right in a fire. Lord, translation, it's like I jumped out of the frying pan right into the fire. Fortunately, I had the opportunity to pause and figure things out. Guys, I have learned the hard way that our struggles make us stronger. Hang in there, mama. You're not alone. I felt alone for a long time and even guilty for being discontent and unhappy because on the outside, I had everything. But on the inside, I was crumbling. I see you, mama. You got this. Okay. Next, I will give you an overview of the theme and the structure of the podcast. But before I jump in, I want to share a few data facts from several reports on working moms' burnout and stress to magnify why this work is vital and to hopefully help working mothers struggling in frustration feel seen and less alone in their struggles. Over 9 million working mothers reported suffering from burnout in 2020. That's almost 10 million, by the way. 9.8 million working moms reported being burnout in 2020. 93% of working moms felt burned out in a 2022 study. And in 2023 study, 67% of working mothers in that study reported experiencing moderate to severe levels of burnout. And 49% of mid to high income working mothers reported experiencing burnout in a 2024 study. This information gives you a glimpse, just a glimpse of what's happening in our society with women juggling careers and motherhood with little or no support or support systems. The Rockstar Career Moms Podcast is here to grow awareness and spark and ignite positive and impactful change. I see you, mama. I see you. I am you. Now let's review the theme and the structure of the podcast. The theme of the podcast this year is empowerment. Our mission is to support working moms with proven systems and strategies that will help them identify and overcome their frustrations and consciously move forward, creating the lives they want, need, and love. We focus on two key areas: self-empowerment and career empowerment, empowering you to have successful careers and be great moms. We will have a combination of solo episodes and interviews each week. 2 podcast episodes will be released each week. Full episodes will be released on Mondays to help arm you to conquer your week. And mini fire and fuel episodes will be released on Wednesdays to give you that push you need to finish your week how you want and need to. I'm cognizant. I'm aware. I feel it that working moms are busy juggling all the hats and roles you wear while trying to carve out time for yourself. And I'm working to make each episode clear and impactful, delivering the tools you need. Listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and trainings in between juggling all the things has been very helpful these last few years for me. Podcasts are such wonderful tools for busy working moms who want to make time for their overall development and growth in the midst of juggling life. You can listen to the podcast in between dropping off your kids and picking up your kids while making dinner or getting movement in. And you can return to episodes whenever you want. They will be here for you. I encourage you to simply listen to the episodes the first time and then come back later to take notes or journal about the topic. If you're like me, you may have a light bulb moment while listening that you must capture as soon as possible, or your mom brain won't remember the idea. Okay? And I understand. Please be careful as you multitask, juggling all the things while you listen. All right, let's do a quick recap of what we've covered so far. So far, hopefully, you've gotten an idea of who the podcast is for and why this podcast, and a bit more about me, your host, and the theme and the structure of the podcast. Now I'll give you a sneak peek of what's coming in season 1 and share 5 simple steps to help you start transforming from frustrated to rock star today. In season 1, I will guide you through the journey of rediscovering yourself or discovering yourself for the first time to uncover who you are and what you want now in the season of your working mom's life. Over the span of my 15 plus years experience working in recruitment, staffing, and career development, I have come to learn that the more people understand themselves, who they are, and what they want, they can identify and overcome the obstacles in their way easier and faster, and then move forward towards their goals with greater clarity, confidence, and energy. And so we will begin the journey of rediscovery. In episode 2, we'll kick off your self-reflection journey to help you uncover how you became a high-achieving, successful career woman and the reasons behind those quote-unquote success boxes you chose during your box checker era before you became a working mother. For some of us, it will be hard as we uncover the layers. I have been on this journey for over 7 years. And yes, it has been challenging. However, it's been one of the most rewarding and empowering experiences of my life. I promise to add some lightheartedness and joy to the process too. Juggling high demanding careers and motherhood can make us serious and intense, right? Okay, let me just talk for myself and not speak for you, but I will try my best to add some lightheartedness and joy in the process as we go through this rediscovery journey. The thing is, ladies, we get one chance at this thing called life. Let's stop settling. Just existing in autopilot, going through the routine and motions of life. Working moms, this is your time to rock. It's time to live the working mom life you love. Now I'll share the 5 steps you can take to kickstart going from a frustrated working mother to a rockstar career mom today. All right. So number 1, and these are not in a particular order, depending on what stage you are in your working mom journey and if you've done some type of work, personal development, or done some type of work before, which one of these you choose may be different. Number 1 is find what you want. Number 2 is identify what's not serving you. And number 3, let the load go. Number 3 is ask for and get help. And number 5 is implement working moms maintenance and care. And these are the 5 steps you can take to kickstart going from frustrated working mother to rockstar career mom today. Guys, really, these are the steps that helped me kickstart my journey 7 years ago when I found myself stuck at a crossroads, unsure of the next step to take. And I will go deeper on these 5 steps in episode 6, where we will discuss the infamous work-life balance and how to quote-unquote balance it all. As we go through this journey of rediscovering yourself, discovering yourself for the first time, I just want to remind you that you have the answers within you to create and live the working mom life that you want. So take the time to unlock them. Unlock those answers that you have within you. Trust yourself. Embrace and enjoy the journey of getting to know and understand yourself better. I promise it won't just benefit you. It will also help you become the mom, wife, the person you aspire to be. Plus, it will help you to better serve your teams and clients in the work you do in your career. All right, now a few fun facts as we close this very first episode of the Rockstar Career Moms Podcast. Oh my goodness. Number 1, I recorded my very first podcast episode in 2019 with plans to launch in 2020. However, I shifted focus with all that 2020 brought. It's been a long journey to get here. life is always going to life, right? Keep fighting for the life that you want. You may need to pause, detour along the journey, and that's okay. Take it one step at a time and keep going. Keep going, mama. All right, that was number one. Number two, Hello a Human was the name of my very first blog when I started my entrepreneurial journey. It was inspired by the Jamaican phrase, "Well, look about with Talawa." Translation, "We're small but mighty." And number three, I was born and bred in Jamaica and have been growing up here in the United States for over 25 years. Yes. Okay. My Jamaican roots are part of my identity, and you'll hear it. If you're not hearing it yet, you'll hear it in my accent. It comes out more as I become more passionate about a topic, or when I'm tired or quite relaxed, or I'm talking with a fellow Jamaican. All right, guys, as we close out the very first episode of the podcast, let's do a quick recap of what we've covered today. First, today, this very first podcast episode introduced you to the Rockstar Career Moms Podcast and me, your host, as well as give you insight into what to expect in upcoming episodes. You also learn the 5 steps to kickstart going from frustrated to rockstar. And you can download our free Working Moms Balance Guide, by the way, to go deeper on those 5 steps. And if that was too fast for you, the 5 steps are also in that free Working Moms Balance Guide. Go on and then go and listen to episode 2 right after this one. Well, yes, after this one. So go and listen to episode 2 right after this one to gain insight into how and why you became the successful, high-achieving career woman you are today. Okay, guys, and that is it. Thank you so much for making and taking time to join me here at the Rockstar Career Moms Podcast today. I know you're busy juggling all the things as a working mother. Be sure to tune in each week to grab the insights and inspiration you need for the season of your working mom journey. My hope is that the content that you gather here, the nuggets you grab, will spark and ignite a fire within you, empowering you to stop settling, reclaim your power, and take bold action towards creating the working mom life you want, need, and love. All right, mama. Check in with yourself. Remember, when you know who you are and what you want, and you have the right support, you become unstoppable. Feeling discontent, unhappy, or frustrated with your working mom life? Listen to the podcast each week as we take this journey of rediscovery and empowerment to help you have the working mom life you love. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Visit rockstarcareermoms.com for working mom resources, show notes, and our free Working Moms Balance Guide to help you kickstart your journey. Please subscribe, rate, and review the podcast wherever you listen, and share it with the working moms in your life. Working mothers need support. It takes a village. Together, we'll rock it.